What's up, y'all? My name is Corey, and this is the OverLook. And we go over the books you may have overlooked. Today, we are starting with Book 3, The Crown of Shadows. We also have a mini-series going on right now, where we're making minute-long videos on every key we've seen so far in the story. It's all from the perspective of the creator of the keys himself. So, it should be interesting. Either way, let's get to it. I hope you all enjoy. It's late night, or better yet, early morning in Keyhouse, and Tyler Locke is fast asleep. His bedroom door is wide open, and a shadow of someone familiar is cast against the wall. Tyler groans, attempting to force himself back to sleep. "It's my head. Stay out. Private." He falls back asleep, but is soon woken up once again by the sloshing of liquid in a bottle and the force of his mother plopping on his bed. "Mom? Hey, what's up? It's late." Nina, his mother, hunches over and looks at the wine bottle in her right hand and her empty wine glass in her left. She takes a drink from the bottle. "I've got a whole head full of offal tonight, Tyler. I'm going to have to go to Provincetown this week, and I can't take Bodie. Can't. He needs things to not be awful for a while." Tyler sits up in his bed. "What's going on in Provincetown? Everything all right with Duncan, isn't it?" Nina sighs. "Yeah, Duncan. Yeah, all right. But Brian got hit by a car last night." What? Is he?" "He's not dead, but he won't. I guess he isn't waking up. There's been brain swelling, and they don't know. They just don't know." Tyler watches as his mother pours herself another glass. Small drops of wine splatter as they miss the cup and hit his bed sheets. Then he remembers. "Oh, God, Brian just left me a message the other day about maybe doing some fishing this fall, and I never called him back. Why didn't I call him back? Mom, if you have to go for a day or an overnight or whatever, I'll take care of things here. I won't let anything bad happen." Nina chugs her drink to completion and attempts to stifle the tears building in her eyes. "You better not. I need you three to be okay. If any of you got hurt after everything that's happened in the last few months, I would just rather be dead myself than live like that. Don't ever have children, Tyler, unless you're ready to be afraid every day for the rest of your life. I have these dreams where Sam Lesser lets me out of the wine cellar, and you're all dead. He says he's sorry, but he had to kill you all. And I can't wake up, and I can't breathe. And you're all lined up on the floor, and I've got a scream in me, and it won't come out." Tyler places his arm around his mother's shoulder and helps her to her feet. "Hey, let's get you to bed." "You know, if something happened to one of you, I couldn't live through that, Tyler. I just couldn't. Did I wake you up? I thought you were awake." "Don't worry about it. It's all right. but you should really try to grab some Z's. I thought you were awake. I thought I heard you in the hall. Nah, Tyler tells her. Not me. Must have been one of the ghosts. Don't joke. Sometimes I swear the shadows in this place move on their own. And downstairs, Lucas Caravaggio, or more presently known as Zach Wells, creeps his way into the room just to the right of the staircase. He closes the door behind him and then turns back to the far side of the room, where the black door stands. It's a long, elegant, wooden door with an extravagant carving of a hooded figure with the wings of an angel sitting at the precipice. Two dual hooded caretakers cradling children face each other just below the winged deity. Under them, two skeletons face each other as well, but they are knelt over in prayer. Zach smirks before digging under his shirt for the small pouch he carries all of his keys in. There is the Anywhere key, the Gender key, the Echo key, and the all-black Ghost key. Zach grabs the Ghost key into the other hand, places the others back in the pouch around his neck, and enters the key into the door. The door swings inward, and Zach steps out of the threshold. As expected, his body atrophies in an instant, and he collapses to the ground. And seconds later, he rises again. A specter who leaves his mortal shell behind, but keeps with him something unnatural and unworldly. Zach lifts into the air and coasts to the creek behind the house, where another specter awaits him. Sam Lesser. I expected you sooner, Sam tells him. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you forgot about me. Zach floats down. I wanted to come see you, but I couldn't risk it. Had to wait for things to quiet down. Zach notices Sam's indifference towards him and transforms into his female self. Ah, someone has their crabby face on. Come on, Sam. Say hello to your best girl. Fuck you! Yeah? Sorry on that. I'm not sure ghosts can fuck. I mean, souls don't even have a gender. They don't have creatures stuck to them either. What is that thing? That thing that's on your fucking back? The strange creature attached to Zach's spine squirms around as if it's aware it's being acknowledged. This? Zach asks. Believe it or not, Sam, it's another kind of key. It's the key to unlocking perfect happiness. Once upon a time, I was such an unhappy person, but I'm all better now. I'm never sad or lonely. Not anymore. It's not the only one either. There are more keys just like it. I want you to have one, Sam. What about what I want? What's that? I want your body. Can't help you with that, Sam. I'm afraid I'm fairly attached to my body. Sam's eyes drift towards the doorway. Not at the moment. Zach explains that he can get Sam a body if that's what he wants. It wouldn't be that hard. But they can't get ahead of themselves. First, Zach starts. Have you found the key to the black door? Do you know where it is? A grin spreads on Sam's face. Why don't you use the anywhere key to go straight for it? I can't. The anywhere key doesn't work like that. You have to know where you're going. Ghosts, on the other hand, are perfectly joined to the place they haunt. If it were here in Keyhouse, you'd know where it is by just thinking about it. So, is it here? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's here. Where? Zach asks, intrigued. Go find it yourself. You're a ghost now. It'll be easy. Sam grunts. Zach, now growing impatient, asks, What is this, Sam? This is me telling you no. Do your own errands. All right, Zach shrugs. If that's the way you want to. He looks back at the body lying in the doorway. Oh no. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Me to go and leave my body unprotected? Sam, don't do this. I can bring you Bodhi's body if you want. He's young, healthy. I can do it tonight. We shouldn't be on different sides. I don't want to be some little 7-year-old snot. I want you. You're 18 and cool. And the little Locke girl wants you. I'd like to feel that. I'd like to be wanted by someone for once in my life. She's beautiful, kind. I would like to be touched by someone like that someday. That's not going to happen, Zach says flatly. Why not? You used me, now it's my turn. Oh, Sam, I used you? That's very unfair. I was your friend when no one was your friend. Don't you know why you were able to hear my voice, Sam? From 2,000 miles away. I was nothing, an echo of myself, trapped in the well house. But I could extend my consciousness into other places that echo. Empty places. Closets and caves, sinks and systems. Anything big and hollow. Canyons and drainage pipes. Basements and attics. And you, Sam, your soul was one enormous empty space. You were a cup with nothing in it until I came along to fill you up. You were just what I needed. I could speak to you anywhere, anytime. Sam grits his teeth. I needed help. And I gave it to you. You took what you wanted from me and then threw me away. Literally left me for dead. Now, you're here because you think you can get some more from me. And people thought I was delusional. I'm here because I'm your friend. I'm the only one you have. Believe me, Sam, I don't need you. If you won't help me, There are other ways to find the key to the black door. You sure we can't make a deal? I just want you to be happy, Sam. What would make you happy? Sam's rage begins to boil over. His right hand then transforms into something mechanical. A chainsaw. And he revs up the engine. What would make me happy is to have never lived at all. To be wiped from the world. To be destroyed completely. And to take you with me. My hand on your throat all the way to oblivion. You destroyed me. Nothing would make me happier than returning the favor. Zach squints his eyes and prepares for Sam to attack. He transforms the end of his right hand into a fencing sword. Sam roars out as he swipes down with the chainsaw. But the attack is more than predictable for the experienced swordsman to both dodge and counterattack, slicing Sam across the nose, barely an inch under his eyes. Even a soul can be destroyed, Sam. Yours wouldn't be the first I tore to shreds. Zach slices Sam across the ribs and then upwards, vertically across the face. Weren't you ugly enough when you were alive? Do we really have to keep this up until your soul matches? Sam transforms his hand from the chainsaw to a hammer to a claw, all in an attempt to land at least one strike. It's almost entertaining for Zach. Quit, Sam. What are you hoping to accomplish? Keep it up and there won't be anything left. Zach lunges forward with his rapier and, somehow, Sam dodges it. Moving so fast, it's like he disappeared in mid-air. Zach raises his eyebrow, wondering what just happened. Then, he realizes Sam was just distracting him. No, no! Zach calls out before zipping back down to the door. Both Sam and Zach reach the threshold at the same time, and both end up inhabiting Zach's body. Give it! Mine! Sam says aloud. How deep does this go? Zach wonders. Mr. Locke seems like a good guy, Sam comments. I would never hurt you, Ellie. Zach responds. I'm just glad you guys trusted me enough to tell me about the keys. Zach laughs. I killed them because you asked me to. Sam smiles. Zach is no longer in control of the right side of his body. Sam uses Zach's right hand to grab onto the string around his neck that he uses for the keys and wrings it, strangling Zach. Stop, Sam. This is undignified. Death usually is. Mine wasn't that sexy either. Sam, let me breathe. You'll kill us both. No, just you. You forget. I'm already dead. Sam pulls back on the string and it tears the skin around Zach's neck. Do you really think you can beat me? Zach asks. You ugly little fuck in my own body. Sam uses Zach's right hand to slam the left side of his head against the wall, cracking it, and the force of the attack travels up the wall into the room of Nina Locke, stirring her awake from her restless struggle once again. "It hurts," Zach complains. "It feels so good," Sam hisses. It takes every bit of willpower Zach has to force the hand Sam is controlling closer to him so that he can get enough slack to bite apart the string. He successfully shreds it apart and attempts to scramble back towards the door. Sam trips him up and claws at Zach's face in a desperate effort. But Zach is able to gain the upper hand and force them both back through the threshold. The two specters are released back into the air and continue in their strife. Sam's left hand transforms into a noose, and Zach responds by creating a giant pair of scissors that easily slices off the boy's arm. Zach lowers himself to the ground. Sam clutches his newly severed arm and begins to laugh. "Do you know what you are, Sam? You're... What's funny? I know exactly what I am," Sam spits. "Always have. Crazy Sam. Bad Sam. Ugly Sam. I am Sam. Sam, I am. Which is more than I can say for you. You don't know what you are. You think you're a boy named Zach Wells. Or maybe you think Dodge is your real name. I don't know. You think you're someone who matters. But you aren't anything. That thing in your back makes your choices for you. You feel what it wants you to feel. You know what it wants you to know. That's right, isn't it? I saw it while our souls were tangled up together inside your body. I saw it all. I was angry about the way you used me, but what you did to me is nothing compared to what that's doing to you. And I used to think I was pitiful." Sam floats over and grabs his arm off the ground. Zach heads back towards the house. He tells Sam, "I know what I am, Sam. I'm gone, that's what." "See you around," Sam huffs. "Even if you don't see me." "Something else, Dodge. You'll take the key to the black door over my dead body." Sam's Specter drifts away, and Zach is left alone on the ground, panting and sweating profusely. "Hello?" The sound of Nina Locke walking down the staircase puts Zach back on high alert. He pushes himself up to his feet and attempts to snatch up the keys. The sound of the doorknob fumbling forces him to act even faster. "Is someone in there? Kinsey? Bodie?" Zach sprints to the door and forces in the anywhere key, swings it open, and walks through at the exact moment that Nina enters the room. Nina grabs a knife to defend herself and points it at the empty air. Zach pants uncontrollably with his back against the door. Sweat pours down the side of his face. Without looking, he already knows that the situation is bad. Then, he opens up his hand and examines the contents. He still has the ghost key he was just using, the gender key, and, obviously, the anywhere key. Zach clutches onto the keys. His fist trembles as his anger builds. One of them is missing. Meanwhile, Nina examines the far corner of the room. She hasn't been in there since that night Sam Lesser died while trying to escape. The strange thing is, she swears she heard something a second ago. That's when she notices a small shimmer coming from something on the ground. Something sitting barely a foot away from the back door. Something she really wishes she didn't just find.